Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News Updates, your trusted source for real-time developments surrounding the IQD and global currency shifts. Today's update may be one of the most important you'll hear this year. Whether you're based in Iraq or following from abroad, the latest policy changes from the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, are set to impact nearly every dinar holder. What's unfolding right now could reshape how you save, send, and exchange your money. Earlier this morning, the CBI released an official statement outlining new regulatory controls on the movement, exchange, and usage of the Iraqi dinar, both domestically and across borders. These new protocols are being introduced as part of an effort to combat inflation, stabilize the exchange rate, and increase transparency in Iraq's financial ecosystem. However, the ripple effects for individuals and businesses alike are already raising questions and concerns. Let's break down what these new restrictions actually mean. First, if you're traveling out of Iraq, you can no longer carry large amounts of dinar in cash. A strict limit is now in place, and any amount above that threshold must be declared to border officials. Failing to declare excess currency could lead to confiscation or penalties. This measure is primarily aimed at reducing black market activity and currency smuggling, but for regular citizens, it creates new layers of complexity when transferring funds legally. There are also sweeping changes in digital transfers. Iraqi nationals and expats who frequently move money through bank platforms will now face increased scrutiny. High-value transfers will require not only proof of income, but documented reasoning for the transaction. The central bank insists this is about maintaining economic discipline, but in reality, it introduces new paperwork burdens and potential delays for honest account holders trying to move their money legally. Currency exchange services in Iraq are also undergoing a tightening of rules. If you plan to exchange IQD for USD, euros, or other foreign currencies, you'll now be required to show valid identification and explain the purpose of the exchange if the amount exceeds a certain value. This is a major shift that affects not just travelers, but also business owners and international students planning tuition payments or living expenses abroad. These rules are even more impactful for small businesses in Iraq, particularly importers. Moving funds to foreign suppliers is about to become more difficult. Under the new policy, all high dinar conversions must be justified with invoices, trade contracts, and tax compliance evidence. Iraqi authorities hope this will curb illegal trade practices and money laundering, but many business owners fear it will stifle entrepreneurship and make cross-border transactions slower and more expensive. Iraqis living abroad in countries like the United States, Canada, Australia, and across Europe are now facing added complexity when dealing with their dinar assets. Many have held on to dinars in anticipation of a future revaluation, but transferring large sums from Iraq to international bank accounts now requires full documentation of ownership and intent. The goal is to prevent financial fraud, but the cost could be reduced flexibility for Iraqis trying to support families or make international investments. And the restrictions don't stop there. Banks in Iraq will begin conducting random audits of customer accounts containing large dinar balances. If any discrepancy is found, the account may be frozen until the source of funds is clarified. That means you need to keep every receipt, bank transfer confirmation, and record of your dinar purchases. Without solid paper trails, even legitimate holders could face delays or penalties. Real estate is also under new watch. Any property transaction involving dinars that exceeds a specific value must be processed through licensed financial institutions. Cash deals between individuals are now discouraged and heavily scrutinized. This is an attempt to bring stability to Iraq's housing market and stop inflated valuations caused by untraceable cash. But again, it adds bureaucracy to an already sluggish sector. Why now? The Iraqi government says these reforms are part of its broader mission to modernize the economy and prepare the dinar for future global positioning. With oil prices stabilizing and economic growth returning slowly, Officials argue that tough changes are needed to build credibility and attract foreign investment. Still, some critics say the rollout has lacked clear communication, leaving citizens confused and unprepared. So how can you stay ahead of these changes? First, stay informed. Follow announcements from the Central Bank of Iraq and other verified financial authorities. Avoid relying solely on rumors and speculation circulating online. Second, get your documents in order, especially if you're planning major purchases or transfers. Keep digital and hard copies of everything: receipts, contracts, invoices, and income statements. And finally, consider speaking with a financial advisor who understands Iraq's evolving rules. It's worth noting that the new policies will be enforced in phases over the coming months. Banks will issue guidelines to customers and provide timelines for compliance. That means you still have a limited window to adjust and prepare before the regulations are applied across the board. If your dinar holdings are with an Iraqi bank, expect direct communication about what actions you may need to take. What does this all mean for those hoping to benefit from a revaluation of the dinar? On one hand, the introduction of tighter regulations shows that the Iraqi government is serious about strengthening the currency. On the other hand, it could slow down trading and delay market momentum in the short term. Investors should view this as a double-edged sword, one that emphasizes long-term growth but may require continued patience. Let's also address the emotional toll of all this. Money is personal, and when your access to it is restricted, stress is inevitable, but panic leads to poor decisions. So remain calm, informed, and strategic. Stay connected to your financial institution, ask questions, get clarification when needed, and make sure you're helping your family members and friends navigate these changes too. The black market remains a lurking threat. When official channels tighten, unlicensed dealers often try to fill the gap. But using these illegal services comes with serious risks: scams, counterfeit bills, and possible legal consequences. Iraq's authorities have already announced plans to crack down hard on black market exchangers. So use only licensed, transparent, and government-approved services for your financial dealings. Now let's end on a hopeful note. If Iraq successfully implements these changes, the long-term outcome could be a much stronger economy. That means more jobs, higher wages, affordable goods, and a better future for the country. A stable dinar opens the door to lower inflation, increased consumer confidence, and enhanced international credibility. Thank you for watching this vital update from Iraqi Dinar News Updates. Please like this video if you found the information helpful, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another important development. Let us know in the comments what you think about these new policies. Are you prepared? Are you concerned? Let's discuss it together as a community. Until next time, stay informed, stay ready, and take care of yourselves and your families.